Hey there, this is Calvin at NCR Studio, and I'm here today with a brand new plugin that I've been demoing for the last few days. And this is from the good folks at Goodhertz, and this is an amazing little plugin. I am realizing that I don't know how I got along without this thing until now. This has been my ultimate cleanup tool the last few days. Cleaning everything from mud and garbage out of tracks and just adding silky top end and doing a lot of repair work that sometimes I'm carving with a parametric EQ out and trying to get sitting right. Well, this thing just does it. This thing has minimal controls but does an amazing amount of heavy lifting, and you're going to see that in a moment, just how astounding this plugin is. Just kind of the layout is this is your tilt sort of adjustment here, and everything you do is reflected in this little sort of graph thing laid out on the side. It shows you a baseline that's a dotted line, and that changes if you're tilting upward on the top end or dropping below. You'll see that baseline change, and you can alt-click and it resets things like that. It's got these settings that you can use to kind of initialize how this thing behaves and what you're hearing. And so auto mode will adjust your playback volume and compensate for any level changes so that you're hearing an accurate representation of what you're doing to the signal, without crazy volume boosts and things like that. Norm does exactly what the normal would be. When you tilt and shift and make a boost in volume, it will actually boost, whether it's high or low or any of that. The treble favors the treble frequencies and bass favors the bass frequencies. So for now, we're just going to leave it in auto mode, and so that you can hear everything kind of hold its place without getting out of relationship to the rest of the frequency response, and most of all the volume, I guess, loudness. And this is the range controls basically adjust how the response is. You can sort of tailor what you want to be affected on the high and low ranges and what you want left alone. And the filter down here works, it's just a high-pass filter here and a low-pass filter, which are, all of these parameters are fully automatable and very smooth and zipper-free of any artifacts. And you can use this for all kinds of cool things. Obviously, just equalizing things, but you can get extreme results with this. You can do crazy amounts of filtering. If you press this little button, you can see that you can listen to the low cut and solo that, and listen to the high cut and solo that, to really see what you're doing to the signal. And also the slope on this thing is unreal. You can go from 6 dB per octave all the way up to 48 dB per octave, which is unreal. And some resonance things there. So you can do all kinds of amazing EDM stuff or electronic styles with this thing using the filter modes. And this shows the demo. I have another 10 days on my demo here. And then this Goodhertz takes you to the website, and so you can purchase this if you want. This is obviously just a way to bypass if you don't want to use your bypass in your software here. And so, getting back to the plugin, if you click, let's see. Oh, I guess I just changed that. If you click on this patch default name, it gives you kind of a list of what you can use for presets, which I'll show you later. And this is the main plugin. So I'm going to play a track here. This is a song called The Change from Revelation Days, and it's going to be on their upcoming EP. And it's an unfinished track, but I'll use it to show you some of the features of this plugin. So here's kind of what it sounds like, and I'll talk it through as I'm making the changes, so you can really hear. You can hear and I can give some additional information as I go through the plugin. But here's song. So obviously the main thing is when you tilt this, you're adding this tilted frequency response here. Okay, so that's kind of a gentle, very gentle type of curve. Now you can get a lot of different changes. So say if I boost this by 6 dB here, and I change this, you can see what's happening to this curve is it's favoring more of the top end. Instead of giving a gradual curve, it's dropping the baseline down so that it's more linear at the bottom end. And if you boost this to extreme settings, you can get all this crazy air happening. So what it's doing is exaggerating this top end, that's just insane. I love it. You can smooth things out, and if you want to favor the top frequencies, because we're boosting here, so it's going to favor these top frequencies here, you can get kind of a harder, punchier sound. And the closer you put these two values together, you can do some really unique kind of filtering things that is quite a bit different than using high and low pass filters, because it's actually passing through an actual almost like a crossover point. So that's very cool. And obviously if you go down to these settings below, it reverses that. So now the baseline is being raised. So that's pretty cool, eh? You can go right through a center line. It's just changing the baseline between the high and low like that. So I love that kind of special effect type stuff. Obviously, if you're leaving everything alone, you can use these filters. Just a total high pass filter there, and total low pass filter. Now what I notice is a great use of this would be to create harmonics in a bass track. You could filter everything out except what you'd want to have for your harmonics track, and you could even drive this or excite it with a Isotopes Trash plugin, or even get Goodhertz plugin. I think they have one that drives too. I haven't demoed that yet, but just to create some harmonic excitement, and then blend this track back in with your original bass track and add some harmonic excitement there. It's very cool. If you do the same trick as with these other range controls and you pull them very close together, you can get a narrow sweeping band. So you can do stuff like this. And then more traditional, just that type of thing. So as you automate these, they're very smooth, and the sound of this plugin is so silky, and so I love it. You know what? Just go to the website, check this plugin especially out. Most of their plugins I'm finding are they're like Swiss Army knives. I mean, they fix things and they think of things to how to get around problems so well. And whoever designs these plugins, they're just stellar. So the more I use them, the more I realize I cannot live without these plugins, and I'll probably be purchasing them all just because they're that good. Sonically, they're as good as any plugins I've used out there by all the huge company names and bundles, and they just make my life so much easier. So anyway, check it out, Goodhertz, and see how they can help you in your music. Bye for now.